Okay, it's vlog time. um, I don't even really have anything today. The only thing I was thinking about earlier was something I really learned in the last month for myself, and my needs from people, and something that super affects me is people who are just crappy communicators with text and messaging. Now that we rely so heavily on the system of text, it's like people feel like they just respond whenever they feel like it, kind of thing. And depending on the nature of the relationship, it's very difficult to deal with. So say for example, in a business relationship, I'm trying to set up a date and a schedule, and there's financial things involved. I'm a busy guy. I've got my modeling stuff, my acting stuff. I got my garage stuff to work out and deal with clients and scheduling there. All the film industry is last minute all the time. I got kids. I got to deal with that stuff. And both of my daughters have different moms, so that's a whole combination of scheduling. So my life is I have to plan things. It's not very. I can't just fly by the seat of my pants all the time. I have to plan things out. So when I'm trying to set up a schedule with somebody, that wipes me out for that period of time that I've set up. Or if I'm trying to and they're not responding, you don't respond for a day or two, it's really hard for me to do business with you. Really hard, because I feel my business doesn't really matter to you that much because you've taken so long to respond, or the business that you're trying to do with me, I feel like you're probably not really that serious about it, because again, you're not making it a priority. Now this goes in hugely into romantic relationships for me, because I'm an emotional guy. If I send somebody a message and they don't respond within a reasonable amount of time, on a per case basis, depending on their job and what's going on in their life and stuff, if they don't respond in a reasonable amount of time, my brain starts to churn, my heart starts to churn, I start to overthink or not understand, and it becomes a situation where I feel kind of emotionally taken hostage, per se. And it'll actually my emotional, I'll notice my levels going up and down based on how people respond. So I tend to only, now that I've recognized this, I tend to have much more successful relationships with people who just kind of respond ordinarily within reasonable amounts of time. You ask them a question, they answer it. They ask you a question, you answer it. And you just go along, you say good night, you say good morning, and you have that sort of normal routine communication. It's not it has to be all day every day or anything like that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's not much at all in a day. But the point that is, it's responsive. And then when I have a relationship with somebody who's sort of unresponsive or selectively responsive, or that sort of thing, it's very tumultuous for me. I can't deal. I don't deal. And now I've realized this because I've gone through this situation where it was wow, I was with this person who was a poor communicator, essentially, and how much it affected my emotional state of being. Because there was actually a short time during the relationship where communication was really good. I think it was 4 or 5 days. It was amazing. And it was oh my God, this is what I want. That's what I need. That's what I need in a relationship. Proper communication. It's actually a huge thing for me. So now I've recognized it as a thing that from people in my life that I kind of just gonna no longer be able to put up with, now that I know how important it is to me. So yeah, if you don't respond effectively, you're getting cut the fuck off, because I can't deal with it. And why should I have to? It's a total lack of respect, honestly. On a per case, basis, dependent on, some people have a pattern of it. Some people just have stuff going on in their life. Anyway, be a good communicator. Respond effectively, accordingly, in a reasonable amount of time, and everyone's happier. That's all I gotta say today. That's a thing. I learned it. I'm gonna fucking keep it. I'm gonna put it into action. I'm gonna cut motherfuckers off and live happier for it. So take it with you. Do it with it what you will. Have a good day.